Good evening, dear friends. We're more than happy to see all of you today on our presentation. It is October 12th in New York, 8 p.m. by New York time, and exactly 8 a.m. in China.
Yes, in China.
Whereas our lecture is located right now. This presentation today will be handled in English without translation, and some of you, we can see some of you are participating this presentation on Zoom. As well, we are broadcasting this presentation on YouTube. There are some participants on YouTube. And before we start this wonderful presentation, I would like to ask all of you to open your video camera so the lecturer can see you and can see the participants and can communicate with you. We are very grateful that you are doing it right now. And a couple of words I would like to say about our today's presentation. This presentation is dedicated to Fohao Corporation and its very popular products such as Bioenergy massager. This bioenergy massager is used in all over the world in such countries as Russia, all Eastern or Western Europe, Africa, America, Mongolia. Some of you already have this device in your hands and already know how to use this wonderful massager. But for some of you, this device is very new. And today's presentation is dedicated to explain and to talk about this wonderful thing, just to introduce you to Bioenergy massager for Fohao Corporation. And this important information will be shared by Fohao Corporation wonderful lecturer, Ms. Song XIAOYUN. Ms. Song XIAOYUN is international lecturer of Fohao International Business School, as well as lecturer of Beijing Academy of World Federation of Acupuncture, practitioner of traditional Chinese medicine, meridian health. More than that, I would like to tell you that Ms. Song was born in a traditional Chinese medicine family. After graduation of the university, aspires to promote the Chinese traditional medicine, meridian health care culture all over the world. Popular by skillful and unique method of general meridian and good at Chinese medicine back diagnosis. Ms. Song was visiting our branches all over the world, as I said, in such countries as Mongolia, Russia. Lots of our partners, Fohao Corporation partners in Eastern and Western Europe is very, very familiar with Ms. Song. Also, our distributors from different countries of Africa also had a pleasure to meet with Ms. Song. And today we have the first chance to meet Ms. Song in American branch. We are very happy to meet with her, and we are more than happy to participate this presentation in English.
Okay.
Yes, just give me a second. Yes, and just to let you to answer very popular question, we will start the recording this presentation right now, and the copy of this presentation will be you will find it on YouTube channel of Ohio American Branch Corporation. So let me start recording.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. And this is Yolanda Song, and my Chinese name is Song XIAOYUN. You can call me Yolanda. This time is very particular chance that Ilona has asked the help from us, because the other lots of time to have the English conference online for Europeans, for African people, even for the Mongolian who live in America, live in Europe. But I have never had a chance like this to talk with distributors in America. So this time, Ilona basically told me that I can share some information about the meridian massager. But before we get started, I wanted to know how many people already have one machine, or just have the basic information of the machine. Yes, you can. Could you please just turn on
your microphone, or you can write
Yes,
it
your
on chat.
microphone.
Do you have the machine or not? Thank you.
Meridian massager actually is the machine that we are talking about. The machine, I know lots of people, they call it BAM, right?
Exactly, yes.
Just to let me know where you are at, because I want to know how to start this. Because lots of people, they already have the machine, or they just have the basic information about it. Oh, you call it bioenergy massager. Okay.
I would say that the half of our participants today have this massage already. The other half is not very familiar with this device.
Okay, so I will introduce the machine from the very beginning. Actually, this meridian massager, please allow me to call this name, and I'm very familiar with this one. The meridian massager, actually, we put into market in 2018, right? 2018, and then it has been 7 years now, till now. And then the machine, why do we use the machine in other markets, in abroad market? That's because this machine is integrated with traditional Chinese medicine theories like acupuncture, like cupping, moxibustion, tuina, and massaging. And we have one, we call it the 小针刀. Actually, it's a needle. It's a needle, but with a knife on the tip. We use all the traditional medicine theories to deal with the people's symptoms, to deal with for balancing the body. Because in traditional Chinese medicine, our TCM, okay, in TCM, why people get sick? That's because the body is in a balance. When the balance are interrupted, people will get sick. And then we try to use all the methods to handle the harmony, to make people back into balance. From the diet, from the behavior, from the mind. And then from if you wanted to handle the problems from the very easiest from the very easiest part, and then we should use it from the behavioral aspect. That's why we introduce the new machine to abroad markets for foreigners to use, because for us, because for us, even for us in China, we have to go to the professional doctors for the acupuncture help, because for the normal people, they didn't even learn the skills to find where the acupoint is. So that's why we need a lot of professional skills to learn. But when the company designed and put the machine to the market, so the problem will be solved. You don't even have to recite like 365 acupoints. You just use your hand, your bare hand with the silver gloves to touch on the acupoints, and then we use the micro energy. We used electricity, the microelectricity, to stimulate the switches on every road. The switches here, we can call it acupoints in TCM, and then the road. Actually, the road also we can call it pathways. The pathways in the bodies, connecting with the organs inside, and then to the exterior skins, to the fingers, to the fingertips, to the toes. And then when we use energies, when we use the electricity stimulate the acupoints, and then the acupoints, actually the qi in the acupoints will be regulated. Yes, the qi will be regulated. And the qi, in China we have one word, qi tui xue xing, which means the qi pushes the blood forward. And then the left side of the body, mainly the qi, the qi will mainly stay in the left side of the body, and then while the blood will stay on the right, and then the qi can push the blood to go and circulate the whole body. And then yes, and then I want to show you some a little skill. And here we can compare. You can do with me. We can compare the length of two hands. If you find out that the two hands are in different lengths, especially the middle finger, and you can see here, actually we have to compare from the same start from the wrist. Okay, we can start from the wrist. Energies that drives this microcurrent, would I have to check what's the word? Hertz setting. Okay, and I will answer that later. Okay, we can compare, and then we can see actually the length of my right hand, especially the middle finger, is a little bit shorter. And then now I want you all of you to use the hand with longer middle fingers part to massage the shorter one. When you try to massage, and then you will feel the heat will be generated. And then don't stop, and stop. Here, and then we compare again. What do we find out? Actually, the length is the same. Some people may find this very interesting, and some people want to know why. That's because actually we have the acupoint here. We have the acupoint. It's a switch. It's a switch of some meridian, of some pathways. And then once we stimulate the acupoint, the switch, and then the qi will be stimulated. And then the qi will go forward to the fingertip. And then the length will be changed. 不用进，不用进。Yes, and then just imagine we just stimulate one acupoint on one finger. Just imagine if we stimulate the whole acupoints, we stimulate the 365 acupoints on the body, and all the meridians will be stimulated and changed with qi and blood. And in TCM, qi and blood is qi and blood, they are not just the words. For blood, and I can see people are very familiar with this one, but for qi, blood is very familiar for us, but qi is different. For qi, I used to hear a story from my teacher in university. She went to the America College for exchanging program, and then she started to teach some American and some foreign students to learn to practice qi gong, qi exercise, and then qi exercise, and then my teacher told them to hold the ball of qi like this. And then the students started to question my teacher, where is the ball? Actually, the ball, you can imagine there is a ball, but actually we are holding the qi from the mind. Imagine you push the qi from your body into the hand. And then if you are sensitive enough, and then you can feel some qi, some feelings from the palm. This is qi. Qi, you can qi, we can talk about like energies in the body, and then the energies can push everything, push the blood, push the waste, push the toxins, push the feces in the large intestines, and then the qi can push the blood, push the energies to the heart. And then this is qi and blood we are talking about. And then I have another keywords like yin and yang. Yin and yang, we know it's a two aspect, just like the, I'll give an example, okay? Just like the cup. For example, this is a circle, and then this is a circle, and then we make it in half. And then we have two halves. One half is yin, one half is yang, and then actually they are not still. They always in the motion. They always in the moving. And then the yin can be transferred to yang. The yang can be transferred to yin, just like this. For example, this is from the outside. We can call it yang. This is inside. Actually, from the we cannot see from the outside, and then we call it yin, right? Because yang is more energetic, much more dynamic, powerful, stronger, and then the yin will be more mild and gentle. And then if I turn the outside page, the yin, see, this is yin, and then will be transferred to yang, and here the yang will be transferred to yin. Okay, does it make sense to you? And also, how do Chinese people, ancient Chinese people define in yin yang. Actually, that's because China has always been an agricultural civilization, an agricultural country. Our ancestors, when they plant some crops, and then they have to bend like this, and then we have the sun on the top, and then when the sun directly on the body, and then we call it yang. The place we cannot feel the sun, we call it yin. That's why we always have the yang on the back. We always have the yin on the front. Yes, and then this is how we divided the yin yang meridians as well. Yin yang is everywhere. This is how Chinese people, the TCM, define the medicines there. We have the yin yang, we have the two aspects everywhere. For us, we never think about. Even for Chinese people, we never think about one thing in a very extreme point. We always find in the middle. We have a word, we call it midi-core, right? Midi-core. We always wanted to find a solution from the middle. Good for you and good for me. Yes, this is also we do to the body. Okay, not only the skins can be divided into yin yang part, the organs, the meridians can be divided into yin yang, two parts. And now, okay.
宋老师，现在不要看那个问题，讲完了以后再回复问题，可以吗？
Very interesting. This question is very interesting. Actually, I am in the headquarters of Fuhao Company. Actually, this is the vice president's office. He was in Moscow, so no one in here asked it in his office. Okay. Okay. Where were I? What are we talking about just now? Yin yang, two parts. The reason why I introduced the yin yang parts just for you to get familiar with the basic knowledge of traditional Chinese medicine, and the principles of designing the machine is based on the yin yang, based on the acupuncture, the meridians, and basically from the 7 years we have been collected. We have been collecting lots of testimonies. We have lots of examples from the market. Later I can show you, because from the online presentation it could be a little bit harder for people to know why the machine is useful, how can we use the machine for our body. Later I will let you know. Now I'm going to share the PowerPoint that I prepared. Here, can I see my friends?
Yeah, of course. You can press the meeting on the top of the Zoom.
Top of the Zoom?
Yeah, top of the window, meeting. Can you see now?
Well, I can share again. Okay. Okay. Actually, this page, you can see the world map world map, and then where you can see the white dot, it means we have the local branches or agencies in there. We have expanded the Fuhao business starting from 2007. It has been 18 years. 18 years we expanded the business into more than 96 countries and regions now. Yes. Yesterday we have invited the Hong Kong and Taiwanese, the Hong Kong people and Taiwanese to Zhuhai. I also introduce some meridian massager, and we have the other products to talk about. And then some people, even us, sometimes we ask ourselves why can we, the TCM company, to expand the business, the culture to the whole world? Because for us, the TCM medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, is very hard to go abroad, because we are using a whole different culture. Between the Western culture and Eastern culture, we are so different. So how can we promote the culture so well until now? We have 3 reasons. The first reason is that the TCM is really good, is really useful and natural for people, especially those people, they have been using the Western medicines, some chemistries, chemical stuff for years, and then those chemical stuff is not good as it used to be. Even sometimes it can poisonous. And the second reason is that the TCM now, just like the TCM, the medicines, they grow and they became into mainstream, just like people think. They wanted to have natural stuff, and also with the policies. Please, what?
I'm sorry for disturbing. I have to put this person out of the meeting. Otherwise, it will be very...
Okay. Because we have a lot of new people are coming in. That's why I have to introduce all the stuff from the beginning. If you wanted to listen the meridian massager stuff, you can jump out of this part and then listen to the next part. This is not polite. This is actually the first time I see people who draw on my screen. This is not polite.
Sorry, I already removed him from our presentation.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay. And also the third reason is that because for people now, we have a wonderful life. We are not lack of money and some food and stuff, and now we have to focus on the health in the body. We want to pursue a high quality life. That's why people focus on the life, focus on the body so well. And then we have a special term for this, focusing the body health. We call it health preservation. Actually, this is the TCM is the first medicine to mention that a young Sheng mentioned the health preservation. TCM is the first one. And then for health preservation, actually in China, we have a lot of ways to do it, from the diet, from the exercise, from the mind. Because Chinese people has been, the civilization has been lasted for over 5,000 years. We have lots of ways to do it, just like the acupuncture, the maxification you heard from the popular media. It's just a tiny aspect of it. I can talk about it from the mind first. Actually from different emotions, they can affect different organs in TCM. For example, the fear. Some people when they are so afraid, so scared, they can some dogs, some puppies will pee. The urine cannot be controlled, right? That's because the fear can affect the kidney. And also, for some people, they are they stuck in sorrow cases. Some people will start to cough, even for months. For several months, they cannot heal. That's because the sorrowness can hurt the lung. And also, for some people, if they live in the anger and they cannot control the furious emotions from the work, from the family, and then what will happen? The blood. Some people may have the high blood pressure. Some people may have the thyroid. Some people, especially for women, they may have lots of naturals, some like a fibroid in the uterus or ovary. That's all because the anger, the furious emotions can hurt the liver. And we have actually nowadays in the modern society lots of people, especially the elite people. Some people they have lots of the modern diseases. What's going on? If you wanted to say something, could you please leave the comment in the some people they have a fibroid, thyroid, breast stuff. Some people can just cannot think of the connections between them, but in TCM, they all comes from the liver meridians. The meridians connects with the liver and then to the skins, and then the liver actually controls the blood in the body in TCM. That's why lots of people have the problems, like in a string. And from the this is what we talked about from the mind section. From the mind section, if you wanted to keep it in harmony, just control the bad emotions. Bad emotions is not good. Yes, and then from another part of health preservation, we can talk about it from the diet. In English world, they have proverbs. They call it "you are what you eat," right? And then in China, we have the word we call it hundreds of diseases are coming from the mouth, are caused by the mouth. That's because all the stuff we have ate caused problems for the organs, for the blood, for the vessels, for the energies. Just you can imagine your body like a pond. The pond. They have some lots of fishes. They have some small animals inside. And then once the food has polluted the water, the fish will die, right? Just like the organs. Just imagine if you have ate the chemical stuff for like 20 years, 20 years, 30 years, and then the water inside will be polluted. And what happened to the organs? What happened to the blood in the vessels? Yes, diseases are caused by the food, by the water. Then we have the third part of health preservation. We talk about it from the behavioral parts. Behavior, just like exercises. I do Pilates. I love Pilates. Actually, Pilates focusing on the breath. It teaches me to control my qi, control my energies to the belly, to somewhere that I want. Just like qi exercise in China, but qigong it will be much more slower to regulate the qi. For some people, they cannot grasp the main sense of it, and then that's why we try to figure out a good way for foreign people to regulate the qi. That's why we designed and invented the meridian massager, the BAM, the machine. Here is the picture of the machine. See here. Actually, we call it meridian massager in other places. And then the meridian massager here. I forgot to put the English version on it. The meridian massager, like a small machine, but it integrated like seven ways of traditional Chinese medicine therapies. Here, this one actually is what's the word? I forgot the name of it. Just like a needle, they have the knife on the tip, but it is very painful for people. Actually, the needle is very is very big, and then it will be much longer than the traditional needles. Very painful for people. If you have a big bumps, the doctors in China, they may use it to stimulate it. Then we have the acupuncture, like the needles to put into some specific points. Sometimes we have to circle the needle. Sometimes we have to press it down and to push down and take it out to handle the qi. And then also we involve the maxibustion. You know what is maxibustion? For example, this is a tool. We have a tool like metal or bone or jade. We use this kind of tool to scrub the specific area. We scrub it, and then we can see some redness. Actually, the redness sometimes could be really dark. Some people may say it's bleeding from the vessels. Yes, it's bleeding, but the bleeding, it's very tiny, but the blood also coming out to the surface with some toxins. The toxins here we are talking about is not something you can see from the laboratory. It's the toxins. We call it in TCM. We call it 6 factors: the wind, the coldness, the dampness, the heat, 暑燥火, the dryness, and then the fire. The 6 ones. You cannot see. This is the 6 factors in TCM. And then if you see the darker colors with the scrapping, with some fire, some heatness will come out with the blood. And after 3 to 5 days, the redness will disappear. And then the blood will be absorbed. Yes, and then we use these ways to deal with some dampness. Dampness can cause swollenness. Swollenness, for some people, they have the big bumps on the back, especially for some people, they have blood problems. For example, this is my back, right? If you have big bumps here on the neck, on the back, and then we can see you have the blood and the qi stagnation here. The blood and qi stagnations stacked by the toxins, by the wind, dampness, coldness, or some heat. Yes, and then also we involve the cupping into this machine. In TCM, when we use the cupping, when I was little, I always heard the news from the television. They have a swimmer from I forgot which country. The name is Phillips. I'm not sure is it correct. He won the medal, gold medal in the from the Olympic Games, and then he did the cupping all over the back. Yes, we use the cup, and then we use some fire, or we use some tool to suck the airs, and then the cup will stuck on the surface, right? And then actually the cup can gather the cold qi here, gather the cold qi. And if some people, they do have the toxins I talked about, some blisters will break out. Some blisters, yes, these are the toxins. And then for when you use the machine, also you can use the gloves to replace the traditional cupping, to gather the cold qi there. And then if you're sensitive enough, if you wear the silver gloves, you can feel the cold air, and some blisters. If you have very highly skilled techniques, you can see. And also we have tuina massaging. They use the bare hands to massage the acupoints. The massages, you can feel really relaxed and feel comfortable after doing that. All the traditional therapies are integrated into one machine. That's why we can promote it. We can promote the machine into more than 90 countries and areas. Some people actually, for the first time, they didn't believe it at all, because we are in a very whole different culture. When I see it, when I talk about it, you won't believe it. But if we have the chance, if you have any bone problems, I can deal with it within 10 minutes. Yes, really, really quick. But if you want to do it yourself, and then I can share some words. For example, if you have a bone problems and they cannot raise and lift their hands, cannot bend over, cannot walk with the painful the knees, and you can put the silver gloves on the place you feel hurt, and then you put it there, and then you apply some energy cream on it. Energy cream is It's a hot one. They can generate heat, and then use this one, and then you can feel the cold air is coming out, and then gradually you try to massage from the upside to the downside. You massage it within 10 minutes, and then gradually you try to lift it with some little help, and then 10 minutes later you will feel it's totally different. You can raise your hand. We have lots of testimonies about it. And also, okay, now let's talk about the how the machine works. Actually, in different countries they have different current standards, but we already set in the different standards for different areas. They have two procedures to transfer the local current to the current below 19, and some people I don't know the word, they call it 单位怎么说？19伏 fort 19伏 fort 我不知道，
应该是。
Actually, the body, actually the human body is conductive, right? We do have a lot of electricity inside, some micro tiny electricity, because in the thunder days, the parents and teachers told us, do not go outside, do not stand under the tree, and otherwise the lightning will go after you, right? And then that's why we use the micro electricity to stimulate the bodies, the pathways, the switches on the meridians. We use that, and then we use electricity to regulate qi, and then the qi will be added, and then the qi will push the blood to go everywhere. Some people may think, I know some people from the America, they always think of the blood, they can drive itself, right? Have you ever think about actually the blood can go everywhere? That's because the energies are pushing it. Have you ever thought about some heart diseases? Some heart diseases, some people may feel the pain, they feel some pinches from the heart sometimes, especially when you are angry. If you lost your temper and then you feel pinches inside, that's because your qi is disturbed by the bad emotions. And then the blood in the heart, they need the qi to push, but now you lost the qi, so the blood will return. That's why you feel hurt, you feel painful, that's why you feel uncomfortable. If you go to the Western hospitals, the doctors will tell you, that there is no better way to deal with it. You just go have some rest, do not stay up late, and then you can eat well and exercise well. From TCM, we can tell you, this is qi. This is qi works to the blood. And we have another word to describe that function, unblocked channels. Unblocked channels. Why? That's because qi can push everything out, to push the toxins out. The toxins, we always tell people toxins is not that easy. Not only the tangible toxins. The tangible toxins, the faces, the chemical stuff, and then some fat and some stuff in the vessels. Not only that, we have the intangible factors, wind, coldness, dampness. What is dampness? The wind and the coldness could be much more easier for people to understand. But what is dampness? Dampness. Have you lived in the thousand places? The climate is really humid. The humid environment is full of dampness. The dampness can go inside to the body. Actually, when you feel your body is getting heavier, and then you cannot lift your legs, and then you cannot control your bones to move, that's the dampness control. That's the dampness give you the burden. Yes, when we try to use the qi to push the dampness, and then you will feel the body is getting lighter. You can even walk faster. Later, I can show you some people with the bumps on the back, even from one-time massaging on the back, and they can disappear if you have skills. But for some people, if you do not have very highly skills, even from three times the big bumps with dampness will disappear as well. And then let's get to see the second functions. Second function, clear and drain toxins. We have already talked about it, the toxins. The toxins here, we not only the tangible, but also the intangible. When I was in Ghana, 2023, I was in Ghana, 2003, maybe 2003, I forgot, 3 or 4. I was in Ghana, I was in a small town, Medina. Actually, that town is famous for making coffins. Making coffins. When I get there, the coffin store is on the first floor, and then they have a church on the second floor. And then we went to the church to share. We went to train people to how to use the machine basically. And then there was a woman. She wanted to be my model. I did a 20 minutes demonstration on her body, and then actually, the color actually changed. The color actually is changed. Some people may ask, even the black people, they have the toxin. Sometimes you cannot distinguish what is the color or what is the toxins on the body. But actually, the black woman on the back, they have lots of toxins. Why? That's because the African people, I noticed, when they have the baby, they use some the belt to carry the baby on the back for several years. When you try to use the belt and then really tight for several years, actually the scars, the mark will be left on the belly, and then gradually the circulation in the body cannot go well, and then the toxins will be remained. That's why I changed the mark. Okay. And then number 3, losing weight, tighten the skin. Losing weight could be much easier for people to use, because if you wanted to lose weight, and then you have to know why do you want to lose weight. That's because the weight, it's not just the leg, it's the waist. We call it waist. I can give you one question. Where do you think is the part can have the most fat on the body? The belly, right? The belly. That's because what you eat can be accumulated around the belly. And sometimes some people can sit for a long time in a day, and then the toxins cannot be smoothly removed from the large intestines, from the blood, from the vessels. And then the toxins will be remained around the belly. You can use the meridian massager to put on the belly and massage for even for 10 minutes a day. I can guarantee within 7 days the belly will lose at least 3. Some people can lose like 10 centimeters. Last time I was in Mongolia for the high level training of the machine. So, a woman that I did the demonstration on her body, and then she lost 16 centimeters. The woman has a really big belly, not because the fat. When you touch the belly and you find it really fluffy. It's not only the fat, it's not the muscles. Actually, it's the qi. It's the qi in the belly, and then the woman cannot stop burping and farting. And then the 20 minutes is the hardest moment that I have ever had. The 20 minutes, and then 20 minutes, use the cream, use the silver gloves, and then we have the effects. If you wanted to find out yourself, you can do it. You can keep doing it for 7 days. You will see the belly can be totally different. Even the skin can be tightened because we have some special herbs components in the cream. Okay, and then number 4, sleep quality improving. This is a very interesting topic because I know some people, they suffer insomnia, and then they always find the medicines from pharmacies, from the hospitals. They ask the help from doctors to give them some sleeping pills, right? But first, actually insomnia, TCM doctors figure out the insomnia in several causes. For some people, they have insomnia caused by the spleen and stomach. For some people, caused by the kidney and heart. For some people, they caused by the liver. They all have different reasons. We cannot give them the same solution. We give them the individual solutions, not only the common one. For spleen and stomach, for some people, if they have too much baked, grilled food like a beef and some baked biscuits and stuff, if they have it for years and then they live in a very hot place, and then the body will have lots of heat and fire inside. Yes, lots of fire inside. And then for some people, they cannot sleep well, and then they can have they may sweat in the middle of sleep. They cannot sleep well. Even for some babies, if the mother is breastfeeding the baby, and the baby have the characteristics of the heat from the milk, and then the baby still cannot sleep well. And then we have the second reason, hardened kidney. Hardening kidney, for Western culture, it's unbelievable to connect them. But for in TCM, it's very interesting. We have 5 elements in the Chinese philosophy. 5 elements. We have the wood, fire, water, 木火水金, the metal, and then the dirt. 木火水金土 5 elements. Now the kidney is water. The heart is fire. No, what happened to the fire and water? They cannot tolerate each other, right? But they're somehow they're in a balance. Once we have the fire too much, and then no water left, and then the kidneys cannot give much water to the bladder, and then no urine, and then it will feel thirsty. It will feel thirsty in the night, in the midnight. If we have too much water, and then the fire will be restrained. Some people, especially they have a heart diseases, they may pass away in the sleep because they have in a balance. And then we have another insomnia caused from liver. Some people, when they suffer some severe stress, they cannot sleep well. Some people, they do have nightmares for days, for months. That's all because of from different organs. For using the meridians massagers, you can use that to massage every meridians, every occupant by stimulating the pathways, the switches, and then the organs will be stimulated too. Yes, that's how we deal with the sleeping problems. And then we have another function. We can use this one, the machine, to deal with, to reconcile the body's chronic problems, chronic diseases. We never say we can treat some diseases because in TCM, we don't have the habit. Even for us, we call it adjusting the yin yang, adjusting the body, reconcile the body. That's why we still use the machine to reconcile some chronic diseases. For some stroke people, I give you an example. In Malaysia, 2 years ago, there was a woman. You know, the woman actually, she is a truly Buddha believer. She believes in Buddha. And then she did some ceremonies for dead people. You know, in the quarantine time, lots of people, they died, and no one will help them to pray and to send the soul to somewhere. And then only this lady, she did for the dead people, maybe for 1,000 dead people. But that year, her husband suddenly suffered from the stroke, cannot walk, cannot control the mouth, and then the drool was licked to the face. And then at that time, you know, no hospital would love to accept the patients like this because they have to use some medicines to control, and then the medicines is really slow. The machines are slow, so actually the woman, she didn't believe it because it's really slow to control the stroke. You know how the stroke happened? That's because some people, they have the paralysis from one side. That's because, you know, the wetness and coldness and the stuff, they can gather from one side. For some people, if you open the window in the car and then you let the freezing air to blow to the face, you know, after 30 minutes, what will happen? You will have paralysis on the one side of the face. This is how stroke happened. In an easy word. Yes, and then the woman, she used the machine to deal with all the meridians, all the acupuncture for 2 hours per day. And then her husband, this year I went to Malaysia again, and then she told me her husband can walk, even can dance now. And then the woman actually is a advanced distributor now, and she still does the Buddhist stuff, the ceremony for dead people. She still does this kind of stuff, but at the same time, she also use the machine to help people. Those kind of people, they focus on the mind, the soul stuff. They focus on the natural stuff to heal. And also for some people, diabetic people, they can also use it, because I told you guys, we can use the meridian massager to handle the swollenness. When the diabetic people, especially in America, in American hospitals, they would love to give them the patients some chemical pills. Chemical pills, they can when they eat the chemicals, the medicines, it's really good. It can control the symptoms immediately, but the Western medicine is too strong, too much focus on the results. That's why they have lots of side effects. Side effects is that they also have the chemical toxins remained after the chemical reaction. The components of the pills can combine with the blood, with the fluid inside the body, and then they can generate some other stuff, right? And then the other stuff actually is not the thing that we already have in nature, by natural. It's not natural. And then the chemical stuff will be left in the body because of the gravity. And then the chemicals will accumulate to the legs, to the toes. And then that's why the diabetic people who had the chemical medicines for years, they have swollen. This is the better one, swollen legs. For some people, they have to chop the toes and to chop the legs because they cannot heal. Those are the chemical stuff remained. But for those people, you can just give them the massaging by the silver gloves. You just give them even for one time. From the purple bruises, and then you can see the color could be lighter, and then the wound on the legs can be healed. When those kind of people, they have this kind of serious problems, the wound cannot be healed because they have lots of sugar inside the skin and the muscles, the vessels. Later we can see the testimonies from this. And also, number 6, we can relieve joint and the back pain. This is the actually this one is not worth to mention. It's really easy for us to deal with the twist pain, and then twist pain and the uncomfortable and tightness in the muscles. It's really easy to deal with. If you don't have the time, or it's not convenient to use the machine, you can carry one cream. We call it energy cream. The energy cream is really, really good. For this one, they can to remove the dampness because it's really hot, remove the coldness, and then also they use the heat. Remove the toxins, and then the blood, and the qi will go. They will have a good circulation. The body can heal itself. Also, the most important one is the here is the page of the cream. You can see here we all have the natural herbs, and then I only wanted to talk about this one. We call it ancient recipes of the Miao. Miao actually it's a nationality. It's a ethnic. One of the ethnic groups in China, in the south place, in 1,000 places. In 1,000 places in China, it's really humid, and then full of forest, lots of poisonous bugs and snakes, and some people are very easy to suffer from the bone problems, the pain to the bones, and then those people, they find lots of medicines from the forest at the same time, because in the nature we always have two sides from the yang, from yin. We have the yang to restrain yin. We have the yin from the restrain yang. For example, if you got bitten from the snake, around maybe like 100 meters away, they have to have the solution. This is the magic of the nature. This is the magic of the world. They always have two sides to restrain each other. They have to keep it in a balance, in a harmony. And then for the Miao group, they find some herbs like Chuanxiong, Jianghuang. Those are all the stuff who can drive drive the car, drive the transportation, using the heat to give us the empty road, to give us the empty and the smooth pathways. Yes, we can use this one. And also for the meridian massager, for the new people, I know for some people they do massage for clients, and some people, they wanted to introduce the machine to the shops, to the hospitals, to the high-end places, because this one is small. It's very easy to handle and carry, and on the plan, and you can create your income. You can create your income from massaging. Also, you can add your income from recommend the machine to the shops. If you are worried about the complex learning of the meridians, okay, don't worry, because for us, I come from Fuhao Business School. Our job is to train and help people, especially foreign people, to know and learn and to apply and to use the machine on the body. And some people, they may worry about the legal certificates. Yes, and here are all the certificates that we had. Until now, we have passed FDA in America. We have passed the CE in Europe. Yes, we also have passed the allowance, the permit in halal, in kosher, in Africa. Everywhere we go, we absolutely have the certificates. No worry about this. And now I want to show you some pictures about the testimonies that I collect. Okay, this is the facial paralysis here. Yes. You can see, for some people, they cannot control one side of the face. How can we do it? We use the silver gloves to touch the hand, the side of the body. This one also, facial paralysis, some kind of stroke. You know that in English, those words, they are not connected from the word, but in the TCM characters, we call it 中风. It's like having the wind. And here, black people in Africa, this woman can after stroke cannot lift the arm, and then after the ceremony, after the silver glove for 20 minutes can raise the arm. And here this one, a little girl in Nigeria, when she was born, and then the maid wife just and hurt her arms, and then she didn't raise the arm for 6 years. Yes, until this teacher. She is the younger sister of Ji 老师, Mori 老师. And then here this one, these people suffer from frozen shoulder, cannot lift the arm from the back. Okay. Also, this one, arthritis. You can see the joints on the hand. That's because this woman, she did the job washing stuff. She lived in Malaysia, and then in Malaysia it's really hot. That's why they use the cold water to wash for years, for several decades. And then gradually the hand, the dampness, coldness gathered around the joints. After three times, that you can see the swollenness has been disappeared, mostly. Then we can see this one, also cannot lift the arm. We can deal with it 15 minutes. If you possess high skilled, you can do it 2 minutes. We have a teacher in Fahao Business School. Her name is Long Yunhong. She's in the 50s. She can deal with African people's the hand problems within 2 minutes. But for our friends and the distributors, you can deal with just to give you 15 minutes. That's even a very, very short time to deal with, because lots of people, they have it for days, for months, for years. You just use 15 minutes to deal with the problems within years. Hemorrhoid. Still, the African baby cannot lift the arms and the leg, because the hot water accidentally poured on the body. See, the hot temperature destroyed his the neurons. Actually, the neurons. In TCM, we can call it meridians and collaterals. This one also cannot lift the arm. This one, the same. This one, the same. This one is cannot hold the hand to fist. Yes, cannot control the bones well. And then after adjusting, he can did it. This one, I don't know the English special term, but it's like the bump of the bone here, and then you can use the silver glove to gently press. After, you can see, before we use the machine, and then after twice. This is the ceremony that I collected from a city in Guangdong province, very close to the headquarters. This one also, yeah, collected from Malaysia. Cannot. Yes, you know. Before she cannot lift the middle finger, control the middle finger. Now it's very natural. Okay, this one. Yes, arm lifting. 2018 in Nigeria. Nigeria, one of the agencies, because of the frozen shoulder, cannot raise the arm. After 20 minutes, the arms can be lifted. This one also the same. This is in some what's the country? Armenia. Armenia. Also, this is not clear. This one, shoulder has been hurt because of playing golf. After one time, it's getting different. This one, see. This one you can see we have the extra skin, extra fat on the head. Actually, the extra skin is really it's really dangerous for people. It's really dangerous. You know, this man, he had 30 years suffering this. You know, actually, when people, they have the blood and the toxins, stagnation, especially on the back and the head, it could be really dangerous for people to receiving the blood from the heart. You cannot receive enough blood here, so it's really dangerous for people. Maybe they can have the bleeding. They may die because of the bleeding, because of the what was the word? Blockage. We have the high level distributor. His name is Kaiva. Today we have African friends, right?
Yes, and I believe that Mr. Kaiva's friends are here as well.
Really good. You know, Kaiva, that year, I forgot, maybe 2 years ago, Kaiva was in Malaysia. Actually, Kaiva has the same problem, especially on the neck. And then, you know, Kaiva went to Malaysia. He had a downline. Her name is Samia in Malaysia. She's really good at massaging. And then she questioned Kaiva, Mr. Kaiva, why do you have this blockage on the head? You are doing for health business. And then Samia used several days, used a meridian massager to deal with the blockage on Kaiva's head. And then when Kaiva got back to Africa, and then he told everyone in Africa that he didn't imagine that people can use the silver gloves, can deal with problems on the head, on the skin. Even Kaiva, but actually he focuses on the business direction. Okay, if you met some people with this kind of blockage, you have to persuade them to deal with the blockage immediately, because it's really dangerous for people to receiving the blood from the heart. This is the big bump on the neck. After 4 times, and then the back is getting thinner. Yeah, this one. See the big bump. See the big bump. Some people wanted to know why they have the big bump on the neck. That's because we have the acupoint here. We call it 大椎. No, 大椎. It's actually they have a hole. They have a hole here. They have a hole here in this acupoint. When you have the AC, the air conditioner, the cold air can go into the body from the big hole. The hole, I mean it's it's not on the skin. It's in the skin. It's in the inside of it. The hole is, you cannot see actually. And then the cold air, and then can go into the body from here, and then the bone can heal, but can feel it's really cold. Oh, the weather is really cold. I should grow some fat to keep it warm. That's why we have a lot of fat, especially on the neck. This is after 8 times. After 8 times, this is the 8 times disappeared. And then can this is this one? This one. Also the blockage on the back, blockage on the head. For some people, you can count how many layers on the head, especially when we see above 2 layers. These people may suffer from cardiovascular diseases. Yes, and then you can see the people from the ear. If we notice the horizontal line, you have to tell them to go to the hospital to do some check about the heart. This one, also the bump. Yeah, this one, the big bump. Big bump. Actually, from the big bump, we can deal with it from the basic back massage. Actually, we are going to have the basic back massage on Saturday and Sunday this weekend.
Yeah, next weekend, because it's Sunday in America, still Sunday.
Okay, to Sunday.
Next Sunday. Yeah, we are having this presentation next Sunday. It's Sunday today in America. So Saturday and Sunday, 18 and 19.
Oh, because it's Monday in China. Okay. See, for lots of women, they always worry about, the shape is not good, it's not good looking, the skin is not tight, and then you can try the meridian massager because some dampness are there. The dampness are there. They block the good qi circulation. After one time. After one time, see, we can see some curves here. Curves. The back is getting thinner. Sometimes even for one time we can see people's back is getting thinner. Actually, this is not for losing weight. This is just for looking so. It's not the weight losing. It's not the weight that has been changed from once. It's just the shape has been reshaped. If you continue using the machine for several times, and then the weight can be changed. This one also, the different height of shoulders and a different length of the legs also can be adjusted by adjusting the tightness of the skins and the muscles. It's really easy for people, even for people who do not know the machine very well. You just imitate the steps, and then grasp the main大意怎么说了？哎呀 just have the basic massage skills. So this one, this one, the woman also, see, this lady also a very high-end distributor in Malaysia, and then this woman suffered from a stroke for over 10 years. See, she also suffered from paralysis. Cannot walk. And then after, I don't know how many times of massage, see, she can walk. But for this kind of testimony, some people just see, they didn't see from the eyes, just see from the screen. Maybe you do not believe, but during time, you can do it yourself. Okay, this one also different height of shoulders. For one time, the same. Because for people, if they have a different height of shoulders, not only from the height is different, but also the shoulders and the neck may suffer the severe pain. Okay, from one time, and then we can see the bump. Lots of people see here, actually we can see the bump here actually belong to the liver reflexa area. Yes. Do you still remember that I told you, if you have anger and bad emotions, they can see from they can affect the liver. Actually, this is liver reflection area. Here, the bad emotions can be accumulated here, and then they can have the big bump. It's not flat. If you notice from the young kid, from the teenagers and the young people, you can see they have very obvious, we call it drain. We have the spine here, right? And the spine, we have like we have a drainage. And then the qi and the energies can flow from the kidney to the head. And now we have the blockage on the back, and then the qi cannot go smoothly from the kidney to the brain. That's why a lot of people, especially people, the kids, they suffer from the low immunity. They suffer from autism. They suffer from lots of chronic diseases. You can observe their back. Okay, this is a swollenness. Sometimes you have a swollen body and you don't know what to do. Use the meridian massager. Okay, this one also. This is one time massage. This is after 10 times massage. Okay. Also, one time. One time. Because we have a verb in TCM. If you have a thinner back, you will live 10 more years. Mhm. If you want to look younger, you better make your back thinner, more healthier. This one. Mm. Can see this one. I believe this is the testimony from the lecturer, the trainer for Harvard Business School, because she just used one time to flat the back. This is remarkable. This one time. This is the same person. Some people may question, is it the same one? You can see from the head, see from the hair, from the coat. Here. Before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after. We still have a lots of testimonies, so I don't think we have that much time to discuss it one by one. But if you are interested in how to use the machine from the beginning, and then you can come to our basic primary training on next Sunday. And I can see lots of people, they have questions.
There are not too many questions. If you have any question right now, please, you can raise your hand and we will answer your questions. If not, you're very welcome to come to our training, basic training, next weekend, which will be held on Saturday and Sunday, October 18 and 19. You're very welcome. If you would like to participate, you can contact me. Right now, I will send my information, my phone number. You can text me, call me, WhatsApp me, and I'll give you more information about this training. Thank you very much. Ms. Song, it was wonderful presentation. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you very much for your support. And thank you very much for your knowledge, which you shared with us today. It was very important for us, and it's very difficult to find a lecturer in China who can be doing the presentations, lectures without any translations in English. It's very important and very useful for our American branch. So I hope it was the first but not the last meeting for all of us.
Of course, no problem. I would love to support my help to the American American branch, and people who live in America from other countries.
Yes, exactly. Thank you very much. And see you next time. See you next weekend. Have a good week.
Recording stopped.
Thank you so much. Have oh no, it's almost 10.
Yeah, 10 in the evening in New York.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Good
it's
night,
okay.
then.
Thank you very much. See you next week.
Yes. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Participating in the training, you could give you information about this presentation, or just call me. I will write my phone number in chat just right now. Yeah, and my name is Ilona. I'll be more than happy to answer all your questions.